My name is Jeff McMurchie, and this is the story of my arrival for the very first time in Vancouver in 1973. It's a story about serendipity and about being in the right place at the right time. I was 17 years old, fresh out of high school in Edmonton, Alberta, where I grew up, and ready for some adventure. My friend Paula had moved there already, and her brother Keith was living in a communal household that had one more bedroom still to fill, so I had prearranged to rent it. It was June, and I had some money saved up so that I could take a bit of time to find a job or decide if I actually wanted to stay here or not. I had a big gray tabby cat named Uriah, who I was very attached to. After some debate and deliberation, I decided that he should, in fact, come with me on this adventure, no matter how much hassle it might be to get him there. I was flying, so I had to get some tranquilizers from the vet and put him to sleep for the trip. I dosed him very carefully and placed him in a crate that I had constructed out of a wooden box with a rope handle and a top made of wooden slats that you could easily see through. The flight went very smoothly, and when I arrived, I rushed to the baggage area to collect Uriah and was relieved to see that he was fine, just snoozing away. I can still remember the way that green smell of Vancouver air hits you when you exit the airport building. It was all very exciting and everything was going great, except for one glitch. The airport bus driver wouldn't let me bring my cat, fast asleep in a box, on board the bus. He wanted to stow him in the compartment along with the luggage, under the bus near the motors. And the thought of Uriah waking up under those conditions made me shiver, so I decided to decline the bus driver's so-called service. Thank you very much. I was just sitting there pondering what to do and how much a cab might be, when a woman wandered by with her 2 or 3-year-old daughter. The curious little girl peered into my strange-looking crate and saw Uriah and exclaimed, "Look, Mommy, a kitty!" So they stopped and admired the kitty for a few minutes. And still unable to believe what the bus driver expected me to do, I explained my dilemma to the woman. She was very sympathetic. In fact, she offered me a ride in her husband's car, at least into Vancouver proper, which I gratefully accepted. So we all piled into his roomy boat of a car, and here is where the story got interesting. This family, as it happened, lived no more than 2 blocks from the address where I was going. What are the chances of that? I was feeling very much in tune with the universe at this point. But not only that, the husband gave me a job on the way into town. It was just an unskilled grunt job making wire rope and rigging for logging and boats and such. But hey, the pay wasn't bad for a first job. The icing on the cake was that the job would start in September, so that I had the whole summer to explore Vancouver, enjoy the beaches, and make some new friends. As you can imagine, I knew immediately that Vancouver was the right place for me, and I was so glad that I brought dear old Uriah with me.